Hey everyone, this is Carvations here. This is season 28, War 10. I'm taking path 6. I have 5 planned fights for this war. The first one is against Strife. And basically in this fight, I start with a advanced power boost, and I hit him with the SP1, and he instantly gets his extra bar power. I do not want to push him to 2 bars of power. Right here, I'm not 100% sure if Apocalypse can attack through the cloak, so I just played it safe and backed up. That seemed to work just fine. Here I'm like slowly taking him down. Fight's going as planned so far. SP1 is, extremely easy to dex. Got kind of getting a bad habit of getting stuck in corners. Here I decided to throw the SP2. Kind of a dangerous move here because I push him almost to 3 bars. Looking at my power bar, I figured I had a good chance of getting the SP1, which I do, and I end the fight. Kind of fortunate there, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So now I'm on to my next fight against Gladiator Hulk. This fight, I'm really not even worried about it at all. I know it'll be a quick fight. I know Fury will just bleed him to death. Kind of the same plan here. Just want to force an SP1 and basically just throw light attacks just to not build this power up so much. Just want to make sure I finish combos with lights to get the heavy bleeds. Right now you can see I'm really trying to get him to do his SP1. He just really wasn't cooperating, so I just decided to end the fight. Super easy, super quick fight. Just 20 hits. Not much easier than that. So here's another fight. I took this exact same fight in the last war. So went into this knowing that I wasn't going to have a lot of problems with this. Decided to do a regen boost because I have tons of them, and I also knew I was going to take some bleed damage, but was also going to get bleed immune. Didn't know if I was going to use that in the boss circle later or not, but it was more or less just to play it safe. For me, she's been really easy, and because I used Apocalypse in the first fight against Strife, I was able to get the 4 charges, so now Apocalypse hits like a truck. So here I am, I build up to my SP2, which is going to do tons of damage to her. At this point, I know the fight's pretty much over, but got a little cocky, took a combo to the face because I decided to hit into her heavy, which is not interrupted. Doesn't matter, build up to my SP1, game over, and that fight's done. So feeling pretty good about myself. I got the 3 fights done that I was supposed to do in the first section. Was kind of getting late in the evening, and we hadn't got to section 2 yet. So I was talking with a buddy, and he was giving me a lot of confidence in this tiger fight on Power Snack. I have taken Power Snack once before with a Dormammu against a Magneto. So I was feeling pretty confident going into this fight. Really just wanted to keep her at her SP1 again. Really easy to dex. Here I messed up and got my shield shattered. So wasn't very long into the fight, and I had messed up. So I'm kind of playing a little cautiously now. So I throw the SP1, put a slow on her. You can see she's running willpower. I didn't really want to do the SP2, but it's fine. But the problem is, you can see, is that I'm slowly getting back to the corner. And I had mentioned this earlier, how I'm starting to get this problem of getting back to the corner. And for whatever reason, I'm really having problems evading her heavy. So I keep losing my shield. I'm slowly getting back into a corner. And this is when I'm starting to get a little nervous about this fight. I know she doesn't have very much left, but I do know that if I get hit here, which I do, that it could be some damage. But luckily I had the invulnerability boost, so it didn't do much. At this point, I'm just trying to get my shield back because I'm having problems avoiding her heavy. So, kind of just taking a deep breath at this point. I know I pretty much had to fight one unless I do something crazy. Just trying not to give her too much power, which I'm really dangerously teetering on it again, as you see. I'm just really fortunate. This fight could have went really bad for me. I'm really lucky that Red Guardian has the shield that he has. But all in all, it wasn't a bad fight. But I know I can do better. So I go to bed. I wake up and I see that the boss circle is all the way taken out. So it's just me and like one other person that needs to finish. So fighting Immortal Hulk here. This is another fight that I'm not really worried about at all. And I'm just going to bleed him to death. This is, I don't know. I don't know if this is good placement or not. I just know that I love taking Nick Fury to war. Especially against somebody like this. You're just going to bleed to death. It just light attack on every combo, and you'll quickly get guys down. And once again, this is another champion. You'll notice that this is kind of a theme for me, that I would much prefer to deck somebody's SP1, especially in this case, where I don't have to dodge a projectile. So far it's going really easy. I can't help it, but damage his when he throws a heavy. I just can't help it. So right now I'm just trying to build up to an SP2 because I know that will pretty much end the fight at this point. So I'm just being patient, waiting for him to throw his. Once again, I can't help it. I had to do it. So right now I know the fight's over. And boom, roasted. Alright, so that takes me to my next fight. And this is the fight I was most worried about coming into this war. It's a Red Magneto. And I had this exact same matchup maybe 2 or 3 wars ago. And Magneto destroyed me. I played the fight really, really badly. And I really wanted some redemption. So this is the exact same matchup. This time I'm going to make sure I apply a slow on Red Mags to make sure he doesn't go unstoppable. Also going to make sure he does not get to his special 2. While I can dex it if I'm close to him, it's just not a risk I want to take in a war. This is a really important war for us. We've lost the last couple. Actually, I think maybe 3. So for me, this was a must-win war. So I wanted to take every precaution I could. You see I had a invulnerability boost that got busted there, but at this point in the fight, I'm not really too worried about the fight. I know that it's basically a couple SP2s away from me, destroying this guy. So it wasn't something I was worried about. I was a little frustrated that I lost my slow on him at one point, but at this point I know the fight's over. It's just a matter of time. Just taking him down. I'm not going to force fight here. I don't care how long the fight takes. I've got plenty of time. So finally get him to do his SP1. Now I can kind of go to town and hack away, put the slow back on him, just in case he hits me with the heavy, because that was the problem I had in the first fight against him and a couple wars ago. So now it's just trying to build up to my SP2, and this fight will be over. Red Guardian is my absolute favorite champion to fight with. I don't know. I think everybody has their favorite for whatever reason. I just love ending a fight with the SP2. I don't know why. It's just very satisfying to me. So it was really nice to get some sweet redemption on Red Magneto. And basically that was the end of the war. Like I said, the boss circle was taken care of by the time I woke up. I got up at like 7 a.m. and noticed it was done. So this was a must-win war for us, and we were able to get it done. We were able to keep our deaths low, which was something that our alliance leader, Eddie, was really trying to make sure that we were able to do. Our battle group was really focused on making sure we took the correct paths with good counters, and I think we executed really, really well. So until the next video, remember that Nationwide is on Carvation's side. And no, we are not sponsored. Not yet. One day maybe.